Hi Libra, this is Jess with you versus all signs. We're going to look at you and each individual sign to see what is going on in the love realm for the two of you. So if you're dealing with an Aries, Aries is actually waiting for you. They're hopeful that things will turn around and that you guys can kind of work things out. But Libra, you're not too sure about that. You are stuck in your head. Some of you may be playing back old memories, old hurts and pains, and feeling as though you're kind of trapped in your head, replaying things from the past, hurts and pains and that sort of thing. So you really don't know exactly how to get past whatever trauma you've experienced in this relationship in order to even begin to entertain either a repair of the relationship or something new. Now, if some of you are newly meeting an Aries, then this person is kind of giving it the time that it needs for you to get on the other side of whatever issues you have in your life currently or from a past love. But you guys are still in the thick of any issues that you may be facing at this time. So they're kind of being patient either way. If you're dealing with a Taurus is moving on from you because they feel like you've been a liar, a cheater, a con artist to some extent, and some of you guys are trying to get back to this Taurus. But some of you Libras, if you're trying to get back to a Taurus, you're definitely kind of probably lying or deceiving someone else in order to come back to this Taurus. So there's some hiding situations from one person to get back to another person. So some of you could be trying to come back to this Taurus, but they're kind of on to you, and I feel like this Taurus is going to be moving on. You probably won't even see it really coming. They probably have done it since Cancer season, but they're going to keep moving forward. Now, if you're dealing with a Gemini could either be married and already have a commitment with someone else, or they want to commit to you, okay? And I don't even know where that noise came from. I'm sorry, guys. It's just, I couldn't even tell you where it came from. But if you're dealing with a Gemini, for some of you, this Gemini is married in a committed relationship with someone else, and you are the outside person, whether you know it or not. And for others of you, this Gemini wants to commit to you. They are committed to you, but you may have your mind set in other directions. You're focusing on other things. You're setting your sights in other places. And if this Gemini is your wish and you want to reach out to them, and if they're not committed to someone else, it looks very highly likely that they will welcome you in a very favorable and positive way. So all you have to kind of do is kind of make them more of your focus and set the intention and go after them, because it looks like it'll be positive. If you're dealing with a Cancer, this Cancer kind of wants to work things out. They kind of want things to get to a place where the two of you are better than you have been before. If you've just recently met a Cancer, they may be focusing on money heavily at this time and building themselves financially. But if they're engaging with you intently, I feel like this Cancer kind of sees the promise of where things can go. If you've been in a tiff between you and your Cancer, they're still in it. They still want to build upon this, and they do still see value in this relationship. But some of you Libras are not too sure. You're in your head about it. You think about them quite often, especially when you're by yourself. You're thinking about this relationship. Some of you are just really not sure if you want to give it a second chance, or if you're ready to kind of jump out there. If this is a new Cancer, you're not really sure if you're ready for what they may be giving off. The energy they're giving off is something committed, something forward moving, something stable. You're not really sure about that, but this Cancer kind of wants to do that. If you're dealing with a Leo is really focusing on their money, their finances. They are mastering some part of their business, some part of their work. They are cultivating and developing their skill set. They're perfecting their craft, and you may feel neglected. You may feel like this Leo is not putting enough time and energy and attention to you. But I don't see that they're kind of stepping out. I just see that they're really focusing on their finances. Now, you and a Leo may be apart at this time, and they're not necessarily running out after other people. They're really focusing on their work, and again, focusing on bettering themselves when it comes to their finances. But it looks like you Libras are not letting them kind of rest. You may be badgering them, calling them, trying to communicate with them. If you've just recently met a Leo, you're really trying to get to know them and find out a lot about them. You may find them to be quite mysterious at this time. But they're really focusing on their finances at this time. And I feel for others of you that has already been dealing with Leo, you want answers to whatever they're not answering you. Whatever you need to find out, you're trying to find out. You're investigating them. Some of you could be spying on a Leo. So if you're listening to this specifically for a Leo, that would indicate some spying. So I do feel like some of you are spying. I do feel like this is a odd pairing, simply because you're kind of naive in the way that you go about getting to know them or getting information from them, and they're really focused on the more practical, mundane areas of their life. And so right now the two of you may not be matching in energy. And if you, with a Leo, if you have a situation where you guys are broken up and, there could be divorce, there could be something that they need to do, you could be trying to reach them to get paper signed or take care of something to kind of separate the two of you from each other. This Leo is not necessarily cooperating. I don't feel like it's purposely. I feel like they're just really trying to focus on other things and not trying to make this a focus. If you're dealing with a Virgo, I feel like a Virgo is really focusing on work matters and taking care of their everyday mundane issues in life. Some of you Libras are very attracted to this Virgo. You are trying to be patient. You're trying to kind of hold yourself back because you know that they're very much a work focused person, or they have a lot on their plate that they need to kind of take care of. They're no good to you if they're still thinking about all the things that they should do, because with a Virgo, it's not about what they want to do. It's always about what they should do first and what they need to do, and then they'll think about what they want to do. So some of you are kind of trying to hold yourself back, but it may be very difficult to do so because you really want to spend time with this Virgo. For some of you, others of you, if you've had a rift with this Virgo, it looks like you're going to be making the initial steps forward to trying to get through to a Virgo. And good luck with that, because again, they are in a very dogmatic state right now. They're really focusing on what they have to take care of. And if you've been in a bad place with your Virgo and you're trying to kind of get their attention, that too will be a bit difficult, or have them see it your way. Again, difficult dealing with a Virgo. If you're dealing with another Libra, okay, I'm just making sure that I'm at the right place. If you're dealing with another Libra, it looks like okay, so if you're dealing with another Libra, this could be a bit complicated. It's kind of like showing up two different ways for me. For the first way is one Libra is leaving the situation alone. Like there's definitely have been a breakup and into a relationship between you and another Libra. You could have found out that some of you could have found out that you were pregnant. Some of you could have found out that there was another person. Some of you could have found out that you were the other person. If it is not any of that, then there has been a breakup, but there's going to be a reconciliation, one that kind of grows the relationship from here on out. Okay. And this is not something that you'll be waiting forever and a day for. This is something that will be happening possibly around the retrograde season. Sometime this year, this other Libra will be trying to get back with you. And this time there's an opportunity for growth and expansion in your relationship. And you also can very well get pregnant if you guys reconcile this time around. If you're dealing with a Scorpio, this Scorpio is all in. They're loyal, they're committed. They are either your wife, your girlfriend, or if you're getting to know a Scorpio, they want something real and solid and something concrete. They're really focusing on their finances, and building themselves up financially in the most practical areas of their life. If you're not necessarily dealing with a Scorpio anymore, you guys have broken up. Some of you Libras are kind of taking a chance in a new direction. You're trying to find your happiness. This could have been a very difficult breakup for you, and you're in search of happiness. And it looks like if you are in search of happiness, you will find it. Others of you Libras are trying to kind of get back to a place where the two of you can be happy again. It may cause for some of you to kind of take a trip with each other. Taking a trip would do you well. Going to a place that's foreign, that's different. I feel like that'll kind of wake the Scorpio up if they've been so boggled down about their finances and more practical areas of their life. So again, taking a leap of faith, doing something different. If you have an existing Scorpio, excuse me, if there's been a breakup, Libras, you going about your way and taking a new leap in faith in a new direction will yield you some happiness and success in that area of love. When it comes to a Sagittarius, this Sagittarius have big dreams, goals, and aspirations worldwide. They may be starting a business. They could be moving. Some form of their life is changing in an entirely major way. They need to make a decision. When it comes to your relationship, they're at this precipice where they need to make a decision. And it looks like the Sagittarius is moving forward in their own life. They may be trying to contemplate whether or not they want to work things out and resume the relationship, or they want to just go at it alone and focus on a new chapter in their life. Whatever it is, when it comes to the Sagittarius, they are embarking on a new direction, one that is very major for them. Something that will be life-changing, and they need to make a major decision. They may not be making you a focus right now, Libras, and I feel like some of you are a bit resentful toward them. You could be very angry and resentful and problematic when it comes to a Libra. I'm sorry, when it comes to a Sagittarius. This could have a lot to do with, for some of you, not all of you, so don't take this out of context, but it could be a third-party situation or interference with another person. Again, if there's been some habitual issues between you and a Sagittarius, it looks like you guys are kind of out for blood. So watch your temper, because I don't feel like, again, they could have done something to you prior in the past, and you guys are like out for blood, like you're very angry with them. But I don't feel like they're matching that energy. They really are focusing on new endeavors in their life. So trying to reconcile with a Sagittarius at this time would be quite difficult. Also trying to kind of get through to them would be a bit difficult at this time as well. As I said, that they are more focused on this major change and development that's happening in their life. If you're dealing with a Capricorn, this Capricorn is wrapping up a cycle in their life. They may be wrapping up this relationship and moving on to something else. Some of you are trying your best to kind of approach the situation toward a Capricorn in a different way. It's not the same way that you would normally approach the situation with a Capricorn. I do see a difference in how you interact with this Capricorn. And some of you, at the very least, you just want to be this Capricorn's friend. You don't even, you'll take it step by step. You're not asking for the world. You're not expecting the world from them. You just kind of want to continue to exist in their world somehow. And I feel that this Capricorn could be relocating at a significant distance from you, going to school. Like they're embarking on another level in their life that may take you away from them, and it may break the two of you apart. But it looks like, Libras, you're trying to kind of stay in their life by any means necessary, and you're trying to approach the situation in a different way, I'll say, in slow but steady type of way. When it comes to an Aquarius, this Aquarius wants to come back 100%. And they will be coming back. And it looks like for some of you Libras, if you have an Aquarius in your life, they'll be coming back and making a very committed offer toward you. Some of you have been hoping and wishing and praying for this Aquarius to come back, and so it looks like your prayers have been answered and that you will be receiving your Aquarius. When it comes to a Pisces, this is a pretty sad and devastating end. Both of you, this is definitely a breakup, but both of you are taking this breakup very hard. I feel like the Pisces, they may have not seen it coming. Even if they saw it coming, it's the way that it happened. And for all of you, it'll be different. But, for those of you that can relate to this, it'll be different for you all. But the breakup was a bit devastating to Pisces. But, for you, it wasn't a cakewalk either. You're staying up late. You have sleepless nights. You're just stressed out. You have a lot of anxiety when it comes to this Pisces. You're kind of going through it, stressing about the complete end when it comes to your Pisces. So not a good time for either of you. If you're the Libra that's suffering or stressing over this Pisces, know that they're having a hard time with it as well. And if you're a cross watcher and you're listening for a Libra, they are really struggling over this breakup. So again, a sad situation when it comes to Libras and Pisces. The more favorable signs I would definitely say is an Aquarius, Gemini. If there is no third party with a Gemini, it looks very promising. Cancer also can work out well. It's just Libras need to kind of come to some conclusion whether or not this is the best thing for them. But also a Cancer could be really focusing on their own pursuits and personal endeavors as well. But overall, guys, this is what I have for you guys as far as looking into you versus each individual sign. I hope that this has been helpful. I like actually doing this series because we get to look exactly into what's going on with the energies for each sign. And so I hope this has been helpful. If you'd like to share with us how this has been, please do so in the comment section below. Some of you may say, oh, Jess, are you okay? I'm fine. I'm just a little tired, but I'm completely fine. But leave your comments in the comment section below, guys, because I would love to hear what you guys have to say. If you would like something personal with me, please do so in the comment section below. No, I'm sorry. If you would like something personal with me, it tells you how tired I am. If you would like something personal with me, I can be reached in the description box below. I'm also leaving those extended videos for the weekly as well as the yearly in the description box below. And if you're new to this channel, welcome and subscribe because I will be back very soon with another one. Take care, Libra.